All right, we're going to continue with media availabilities. We are now joined by Corey LaJoie, driver of the number 7 Spire Motorsports Chevrolet and host of the Stacking Pennies podcast. So who would like to start us off? All right, we'll go ahead and go up here.
Hey Corey, Cole Cusimano with the Arizona Republic. Got a 20-minute practice session coming up here shortly. What are you looking to get out of the car, I guess, knowledge-wise?
Yeah, we didn't come out here and test, so just getting a decent balance of understanding. It's the first short track, so other three places we've been to, has been a lot more of an aero track. So this is the first probably mechanical grip heavy track we've been to. So I think we continue to learn more and more about this next gen car. We learned a lot of stuff at California that we applied to Vegas and ran pretty good last week. So hopefully we can apply and make some gains here this week. So there's not a whole lot you can do. One set of tires, man, you rifle them off and you try to shake the rust off for 5 or 6 laps, and then you've got to be right on your game.
And you mentioned coming to Phoenix, a short track. Previous 3 races, you didn't use a whole lot of brake. I know it's not a whole lot here either, but there's more than the previous 3. Do you anticipate a learning curve with that? And I guess maybe any concerns with leg numbness some guys mentioned previously?
I think that there's a couple different issues there that makes these guys have because my feet get numb, not from probably the same thing that Tyler Reddick has a problem with, whether it's a pressure point in his seat or the way the belts are, his substraps are mounted or whatever the case may be. I think that the floor-mounted pedals in the next-gen car don't dampen as much vibration, so just that harmonic vibration of your feet is what makes mine go sometimes a little bit like pins and needles. But you're on the brake pretty hard here. I mean, you're making 800 to 900 pounds, and you're making 900 pounds in Martinsville, so you're using quite a bit of brake. So you definitely don't want your feet falling asleep anywhere, but particularly here because into turn 1, you have to have a really good feel of that brake pedal to keep your rolling speed up.
All right, we'll go right back there.
Cooper Burns, BlazeRadioOnline.com. I asked Kevin Harvick this question, talking about the restarts here with the next-gen car, or as he's called it, just the car now. With the dogleg, restarts are really crazy here. Do you anticipate a lot of people going down to the dogleg early on, or maybe just testing out in practice because the diffuser could be a problem if you slam the apron too hard in the dogleg?
What did Harvick say?
Harvick said he was going to test out a little bit in practice, but he wanted to see some other people test it out first before he did it.
Yeah, I don't as crucial as those diffuser strakes are that seal up to the ground. I feel like those sealing up to the ground are as important as the side skirts used to be. So I will not be the first, second, or probably the 15th person down there in the flat, but I think out of habit, you're going to see some guys go down there and probably take a little bit of diffuser damage, and I think that will show up or take a toll over the course of the day because the underbodies of these cars are not as durable as you see an Xfinity car or things like that. So and they're stiff, and you hit one of those rub blocks and like it jars you. So I think you will see considerably less. I still think you might see it on a restart just because you're going slower, but that'll definitely be an element that we'll see in play on Sunday.
All right, we'll go right back there.
Nicholas Hodel, Arizona PBS Cronkite News. I've been very curious about everyone's personal comfort level with the next-gen car, or again, as Rick has just said, the car. Where are you at right now with your personal comfort level in the car, and how has that sort of improved over the last several weeks as you've gotten more race time with the car?
Yeah, so I'm always been a little bit of a conservative learner, if you will, because all the teams I've driven for have always been lean on parts and people and all the things that come along with it. So I'd never really had the leash long enough to go learn it and find the edge and back in the fence and roll out a backup just as good. So I've always kind of crept up to it, and I think that's played up into our hands a little bit because we've run the same car for all 3 West Coast races, which I don't think there's many guys doing that. So hopefully we can get this thing through practice and qualifying straight and have a good day. But you'll just get more and more comfortable finding the grip of the tires with the 18-inch wheels. They definitely give you a different sensation, whether it be the transaxle reacts different than what a 49-inch rear end does too. So every lap on the racetrack, we're definitely learning something. So my comfort level continues to get more, and I think it's going to continue to get more and more. The more races you get under your belt. And I also think, I was talking to Austin Cindric last week about it, and I think it's probably been the best year for an Xfinity guy to transition to the Cup Series, just because the Xfinity cars downforce level is a lot comparable to what we're running currently, where all the Cup guys for the last 4 or 5 years have been running 8-inch blades with 550 horsepower. Now the downforce to horsepower ratio with these cars is a lot more similar to an Xfinity car. So I think that now all the years after this, I think the jump from Xfinity to Cup will be that much further because we've had a year to understand these cars. So, this offseason would have been the perfect time as you're a rookie to jump into the deep end of the pool. And now the deep end of the pool is going to get a lot deeper now that all the Cup drivers have understanding these next cars and how different they are.
Any additional questions? All right. Thanks, Corey. Good luck
Thanks.
this weekend.